Is this your saddle?
All of these are mine.
Super.
I have one in the truck, but it's broken, so it's my favorite. It fits me, so that's a no.
This one actually isn't too bad. The biggest thing that I don't like about it is this is going to poke into his hips anytime that he wants to engage his hip forward. So that's the only thing I don't really like about it. But other than that, it's really not too bad. It's bridging a little bit, but overall not too bad. So far, out of them, this is the best one.
How did you determine that was going to
David's.
poke
I've never
his
ridden
hips?
it.
You could see that
Right here.
this was right into his hip, and it's pretty stiff and angled downward. So every time that hip goes forward, it's going to run into it and try to push it out of the way.
So would a better fit be longer?
Shorter.
Shorter.
And if I could get it shorter both in length and width, I'd like it shorter there. Even a round skirt would even be better because it'd stay out of the way of that. So every time he goes to engage his leg forward, which we want him to do, so his back goes up, he's going to run right into that.
Interesting.
So if I kept it, I could just take it to a saddle shop and have them round the skirt.
Sure, yeah, if you want to, yeah. We'll look at this one.
I would cut it off myself.
Yours is like that, right?
So beneficial
Yeah.
to man. Struggle with,
I mean, if I'm going to keep something.
just
Fix
you
it.
saw
Fix
that
it.
first saddle that Cleo and he's like, does the saddle fit? I really don't have a good eye for it.
Nope, don't like that one.
That
Don't
one.
like that one at all.
I'm gonna take advantage of you. Why? Tell us why.
Okay, yeah.
I wanna learn from this.
Okay, so this one.
If you look at it,
Okay, this one I see that it's very, very narrow. It almost sits right on top of his neck, and the angle of it points right into his withers. So it's a big pressure point right on top of here of his withers, and none of the rest of this is contacting him. The goal of the saddle is to distribute the weight all the way across the horse's back evenly. So all the pressure is going to go straight into his withers right here. We got a lot of bridging through the middle, which I can see and feel through here. Hardly any contact back inside here, and barely any displacement back through here at all. So don't like this one at all.
This one? Do you want to pull this off? All that stuff.
And just looking at this one, we're going to have a similar situation. And we'll go ahead and put it on.
that's David's. But he hardly rides.
It's funny though, because my horse is always helping me. She knows she likes me. Somebody put a treeless for once.
This one's pretty wide and flat for the rest of it, so it's bridging through the middle. It doesn't have good contact with his hips. It's really poking into his back. So it doesn't have displacement across the back of the saddle. The front isn't horrible, but it's still going to pinch up here at the top. It needs to be a little bit wider and a little bit more angle down the shoulders. So I wouldn't do that one either.
So can we try that one?
He's getting it.
Getting it.
Mhm.
That's a good man there.
Yeah, he is. That's my baby.
So far out of them, this would be my pick out of those. It's still not great, but it's not going to really, really hurt him.
Can you compensate a little bit for that with a good pad? Or not
A
just-
little bit, but he's still going to run into that pressure.
Okay.
Yeah. He's
From
still
the
going to
back
feel that
skirt
pressure.
or from?
From the back
the
skirt,
back.
yeah.
That's probably.
Oh, this one's not even close. Not
I
even
do
close.
know, I do. I
Brennan.
see it.
And why?
Oh, this one, the reason why is,
Too much
well,
contact.
where do I begin? This one actually, the contact point of this saddle should be from here down to here. The horse is actually only contacting at the bottom here, and it's a big pressure point. There's only contact directly into the scapula zone here from the bottom of the saddle. It's not contacting any other load-bearing area through here. So when I put this on him, the only way it goes is straight into the scapula right here. So we take that out, then we go to more areas of it. The only place it's sitting on his back is actually directly in the middle, directly onto his spine. It skips the load-bearing and muscles that are on the sides of the horse here. Actually, they're not load-bearing muscles, but they're more locomotion muscles. But it skips laying on those muscles that help absorb the shock and sits directly on his spine. So those two areas in his withers and then straight through his spine here, I would say no go on this one.
Okay.